We're paying people not to work.
Yep.
Now, is it just me? Or is the system turned on its head? And these guys are not working one job. They're not working two jobs. They're not working three. They're working 4 jobs. And they're making $1,000 more than these people who aren't working at all. You know why? Because you're paying for these people to stay home.
Yep. Yep.
What the hell?
That's Dr. Phil going nuclear on the welfare state in a recent episode of his show. Welcome to Nerk News. I'm Nerkish, and I must have been asleep on Dr. Phil because lately he's been prescribing red pills left and right to his daytime TV audience. It's almost like he's become the antidote to The View, except unlike those miserable harpies, he's able to convey his concerns in a lighthearted and funny way.
The big problem in this country is income equality, not inequality, and I'll tell you why. I've broken this up into the bottom 20% of income earners, the second 20% of income earners, and the next 20%. In the bottom 20%, these people, only about 33% of them work at all. And as a result, they make about $7,500 a year. The next 20%, 85% of them are employed full-time, and they earn about $31,000 a year. When the government gets through with the entitlement programs, look at the difference.
Wow.
$1,000 difference. So here's my question psychologically. Why would you work? Seriously, I'll bet you in terms of net purchasing power, these people have more. Why? They don't spend money on commuting. They don't spend money on wardrobe. They don't have any overhead because they don't do anything.
You know, the brilliance of what Dr. Phil's been doing with this stuff is distilling common sense conservative talking points into amusing and easy to understand segments. This is something the left is completely incapable of doing because their ideas are so bad that they often have to dress them up with academic-sounding terminology, emotionally charged words, or soft language. They absolutely love playing word games like this, and it's all a sleight of hand to distract you from their real intentions, which is another issue Dr. Phil tackles in this segment.
People have too much time on their hands. And so we now have to look at people that have said, well, since we can't say that, we'll tell you what you can say. And so they've come up with inclusive alternatives to this, like unschooled. These are stupid people. You can't say minorities anymore, so these are historically excluded, unintentionally at leisure. You ain't got a job. So you're unintentionally at leisure. Does anybody want to guess what people who menstruate are? The National Institute of Health, instead of calling someone a woman, they're birthing people. Now, I can just imagine calling Robin a birthing person. The Lancet says bodies with vaginas instead of women.
Oh.
Now, doesn't that seem dehumanizing?
You know, these clips are almost like a George Carlin set or something, because everything eventually becomes a joke in the clown world we're living. It's almost impossible for a sane person not to find something worth laughing at. There's just so much material, which is no wonder why all the comedians on the left are so unfunny. Thankfully, though, we got people like Dr. Phil pulling back the curtain on this stuff and sharing it with his audience of millions. But let me know what you think. How do you feel about Dr. Phil? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. That stuff really does help us out. Until then, this has been Nerk News. Thanks for watching. Bye!